All right, what is up, everybody? We're back for another late afternoon game of hockey here for the Oakville Tigers. We're coming at you from Afton Ice Rink today, playing against Parkway South. Parkway South coming in with a 3-3 record as compared to ours. I believe we are currently at 1-2-2.
There you go, we got it.
What? Yeah, I think I am. Do you need it?
If you do, will you can get onto that link and then try and submit it? I just want to try and submit it right now, but I can't.
Okay.
I can't get my phone to do anything.
What's the link?
Go to
Like the link of the game or the link of this broadcast?
the broadcast. It's on YouTube. Oh, search for like Oakville Hockey on YouTube.
Oh, is it just on the...
All right, and we are off to a start. Strong face-off win there for the Tigers, making their way down ice. Here comes Parkway South back on the offense. Nice defensive play to stick that one away. Here comes Mr. Flynn marching in quickly. Dances around one. Backhander saved and turned aside by the Parkway goaltender. All right, nice body battle there along the boards. Oakville emerges with it, but he quickly turns it back over to the Parkway team. Here comes South, marching across the blue line into the offensive zone. Down to a knee, feeds to the middle. Nice save there by Henry. Another save and held by Henry.
No, I'm not doing it.
Face-off will be to Henry's left. Battle here along the near boards. Puck bounced loose a little bit too soon, and they crossed over the blue line for our first icing of the game. Oh, sorry, offsides, not icing. Parkway South emerges off that face-off, stick aside by Byrne, thrown forward. Down into the far corner. Comes out to the point. Oh no, swing and a miss. Nice job. Back out the center. Tigers march their way in, now on offense. In marches Oliver. Defense doing a line change. Oliver dumps to the corner. Zone cleared by Parkway South. Henry, nice job getting in tight to the post there to keep that one out of harm's way. Another save there for Henry. Another save by Henry. Kick save out to the boards. We're starting to see some body bumping going on now here early in the first. Nice defensive effort there to make the forward progress stop at the blue line. Puck fed across. Dumped down in for the forecheck. Back behind Parkway South's net. Parkway emerges with it. Big hit in the corner. Dumped forward. Ben battles for it, but gets chipped right over his stick. Now up the center ice is Parkway South. One little dangle, two. Gets a shot, but it trickles wide. Dumped back behind the net. Parkway South still in possession. Pass to the middle, deflected. Here on the near boards. Nice little stick work there by Oakville to knock that one loose. Here they come across center ice. Dumped in deep. They wave off icing. Wickman will be the first one back behind the net, knocks it loose, tries to get a pass out to the point. Oh! Intercepted by the defense, and here comes Parkway South. Bouncing puck into the center. Henry unable to get a glove on it, so it makes its way all the way to the near boards. Then with a nice little hit down in the corner. Parkway South player now playing from his knees. Tigers take it over and they dump the length of the ice. That might have enough. They are going to call that one icing. Faceoff comes back down to Henry's right. Work puck up to Flynn. Meets opposition, feeds into the middle. Dumped in on goal, saved by the goaltender. Not covered, so the play will remain live. They try to clear, picked up by Carter at the point. Fires in, deflected on goal by Flynn. Look out here, here comes Parkway with some speed. 2v2. Oakville Tigers marching back into the corner here. Bouncing puck across the middle. Parkway can't handle that one, so it makes its way all the way to the near boards. Watch out here, pass into the middle. Knocked loose by Carter. Up onto the stick of Simmons. He marches in with some speed, cuts back, tries to regroup. Fed across. Unable to hold the zone. Fed out here on the boards to Flynn. That's going to go the length of the ice for another icing. Face-off that time was going to go in favor of Parkway South, but quickly turned over. Nice work across the line. Back behind the net. Parkway South feeds it forward. Nice stick work there by Oakville to knock it loose. Eventually picked up by Parkway South and flipped forward. Now all the way back onto the defensive stick of Oakville. Fed along the near boards to Oliver. Oliver feeds into the middle. One too many men to get through. No shot on goal. Ooh, long range shot. Might have caught the goalie a little off guard there, but not enough to break through. That's going to bring our shot count to 5-4, currently in favor of Parkway South. Just under 5.5 to play here in the first period. Long range shot from the point. Ooh, tipped just wide. Battle for it along the boards, back behind the net. Parkway picks it up, tries to feed to the middle, intercepted, fed in front, save! And the zone successfully cleared. No, they wave it off, they saved it. But they quickly return fire and get it all the way out of the zone. This time it's going to go all the way down to the far side of the ice. But icing waved off. Nice defensive effort there for Oakville. Fed up along the boards, hits a knee, shot up high and over the bar. Weak pass there by Parkway South, picked up by Oakville. But too many men back for Parkway South in order for Oakville to make anything of that offensive opportunity. Ooh. Long range shot from the point. Not enough to get through. Here comes Parkway South with speed. Nice defensive effort again. Oakville strong on defense today. Watch out here. One left to beat. Gets around him. Oh, can't get that last minute shot off as it gets sticked aside by the defense. Nice pass into the middle. Wow, that was an excellent play there. They just couldn't quite connect hard enough, then trickles wide. Oakville now trying to capitalize on a Parkway South line change. Can't do it. Dumped into the zone. Oakville comes in on the forecheck. Parkway South can't clear. Shot on goal, caught and held for the faceoff. Nice work there by Parkway South to get that one cleared out. But again, the defense of Oakville is very, very strong, able to knock it loose. Here they come in response. Excellent pass across ice. On to Rebholz. Rebholz makes his way down into the corner, trying to feed across. Takes a tumble.
I don't know where the call is.
Here comes Parkway South on a fast break. Nice work there to keep that one out of harm's way. Knocked it loose, and then Henry gets a stick on it to knock it out. Uh-oh, look out here. Shot on goal. Another save for Henry. Henry standing tall in goal today. This one's dumped the length of the ice for sure. Going to make its way down for an icing. .248 to play. Face-off will be to Henry's left this time. Fed back, shot on goal, big kick save there by Henry. Really extended his leg out there to make sure that one didn't get in the net. Here comes Oakville. Oh, puck trickles loose. Carter Byrne makes the play, flips it out of the zone. Parkway South forced to retreat. They now dump it back in deep. Carter feeds it up along the boards to Whitman. Carter throwing his little bit of weight around. Nice defensive effort there to knock that one loose, and they're able to clear the zone. Puck dumped in by Parkway South. Oakville's got plenty of time. They see the long-range pass up to Wickman, but it bounces off of Ben's stick. Nice feed pass there by Parkway South, but nobody there to pick it up. It's going to make its way all the way to the end boards for an icing. Oh, nice face-off there by Oakville. Whether that might have been Flynn with that, or maybe Simmons. Not sure, I can't really tell. Offense stays in possession. Yeah, that was Flynn on the faceoff. Shot on goal. Oh! Rebound was loose, but we couldn't get a stick on it. Slapper from the point hits a defenseman. Goes way wide down into the corner. Oakville continues to battle deep in the offensive zone, now back behind the net. Look out, they emerge. And we are going to have a whistle. It looks like we are going to have a penalty against the Tigers. Not really sure who the penalty was on. I apologize. It was also behind the back of the net, so I couldn't really see what was happening. It might have been either roughing or interference. So we will go on a 2-minute penalty kill. A little bit of equipment issue here. All right, it's been corrected. Face off that time goes to Parkway South. All the way back out to the point. Feeds a long range pass to the corner. Impressive to see that that pass lane was open. Shot wide all the way around the boards and out of the zone, believe it or not. Oh, nice little dipsy-do there by Flynn. He now gives chase. Stayed tight on his heels. Puck is out now. Parkway South is able to fire a shot. That deflects off of the defenseman's stick too far wide for Henry to get to it. So that's going to take our score to 1-0 in favor of Parkway South. 41 seconds to play here in the first period. Both teams, however, back to full strength. Puck still sitting at the center dot. Finally emerges, picked up by the Tigers. Backhander down deep. In with a fast forecheck. Nice pressure down into the corner. Long range shot from the point goes wide to the left. Another shot on goal wide to the right. I like seeing the intent. Well, we definitely got a bit of accuracy troubles on the current set of shots. Oh, nice long range one again. Turned and spun and fired a shot on goal, but it goes wide of the net. And that'll bring our first period to a close. All right, here we go for period number 2. Oh, clearance attempt blocked. Quick shot on goal. Chest save there by Henry. Rebound did pop loose, but nobody there to capitalize on it, so now the puck is fed out. Here comes the Tigers. Nice defensive play there, but almost looked like he might have ran out of steam. Puck fed across ice. Now dumped up forward to Oliver. Oliver makes his way across, trying to get a pass through, but gets the puck sticked away from him down into the corner. Here comes Parkway. Across the red line, so he dumps it down in deep to get himself a change. Rebholz, first one there. Takes a shot. Quickly back up to his feet and back in action. Nice play there to knock that one loose. Oakville still in possession. Nice cutback. Keeps it, dumps it down into the corner. Nice zone save there. Oh, wow. Shot on goal. Hits the arm of the defender, bounces down, and almost bounces over the pad of the goaltender. But he was able to stay calm, keep collected, and makes the save. Face-off will be to the Parkway South goalie's right. Fresh defensive legs on for Oakville. Tough battle there, fed across ice, bouncing puck. Shot, hits a defender, pops straight up in the air, knocked loose. Here comes Parkway, shot on goal, hits the post. Goaltender's best friend, fed up along the boards, where that's still Rebholz on the ice. Fired on goal, kicked aside by Henry. From the point, shot on goal, sticked aside by Henry, bounces up, rebound is loose. Puck fed out into the middle, spins around, fires a shot on goal, hits the upper corner. Henry was already down on the ice. They take advantage of the opportunity to put one up high. Faceoff goes backwards into the defensive end for Parkway South. Fed up along the boards. Nice little stick work there by number 7. Shot attempt from the left wing. It's blocked. Look out here. Here comes Parkway South on a break with some speed. Henry stands strong, makes the save, and holds for the whistle. Go ahead and show his screen again. Henry coming up big a couple of times already today. Sorry, we got a little stoppage in the action here. I'm thinking it might be an having an issue of some sort with the score, possibly the connection back to data sheets or something, but they were definitely held up for a bit. Face off now to Henry's right. Down into the corner, big hit from Oakville. Puck's loose. Carter gets up to it, fires a puck forward, but can't quite get the zone cleared. There we go. Oakville able to clear the zone now, so Parkway South forced to come back and reset. A lot of pressure there. Fed up. Nice hustle there by Eiley. Get that one back into the zone. Puck dump the length of the ice. We will have an icing. Nice face-off win there for Oakville. Fired back, shot on goal, save. Made and held by the Parkway South goaltender. Nice goal scoring opportunity there for Oakville. Currently being outshot 13-9, however. Another win on the face-off dot for Oakville. Fed back, shot from the point, up high, gloved aside by a defender, believe it or not. Wickman stands stall on the near boards, feeds into the middle, hits off of Eiley's stick. Eiley back into the middle. One-time attempt, saved and turned aside by the goaltender. Parkway South now emerges with it. He's got some speed. Looking for a shot opportunity. No dice. Oakville gets a stick on it. Now they're feeding it up along the center ice. Here comes Wickman. Wickman around the last defender, fires a shot off of a leg, trickles down into the corner. Quite the body battle here in the corner. Flynn jumps into the mix, trying to knock that puck loose. Nice play there for Eiley. She settles the puck down, leaves for Flynn. Flynn now with some speed. Oh, had one man to beat, but hit a skate. Oh boy, here comes Parkway South dancing on in. Fires a shot, saved. Goes all the way around the boards, back onto the stick of Parkway South. Blows a tire in the corner. Here comes Simmons. Look out here for Oakville. Oh, shot blocked. Parkway feeds all the way around the boards to the far side. Shot from the point, goes wide. Bounces off the boards out into the middle. They're able to get a shot, but Henry is there to keep it out of the net. Puck loose in the middle. Henry gets an eye on it. A little bit of rough and tumble there in front of the net as the Tigers jump in to defend their goaltender. A little bit of a mess in front. Parkway clears the zone on themselves, it looks like. Simmons now dancing around to the blue line. Motoring his way on in, dances around. Shot on goal for Connor Flynn! Nice team effort there. Shot on goal, bounces up high. Connor ends up getting a stick on it and tossing her in. Simmons with the assist. Parkway South dumps down in deep. Puck's going to stay behind the net. Fed out by Oakville. Nice. Up onto Flynn's stick. He's going to dance around one, but loses it on the last chance to get around that guy. Gets a stick on it, flips it up. Oakville now dumps it in back behind the net. Kettle on the boards. Flynn is there. Feeds back to the point. Shot on goal. Oh, hits the post. Nice opportunity and attempt there from Oakville. Simmons now down into the corner. Looking for a shot opportunity. Gets bumped off the puck. Pass into the middle. Nobody home. Dumped back around the back of the net. Flynn will be the first one there. Oh, he lost a handle on it. Oakville threatened a little bit here by Parkway South, but the shot goes up high and over the net. Oakville feeds up along the boards. This is going to be Connor Flynn again. Oh, lost a handle. Fed up the boards, but onto the stick of Parkway South player. Oh, puck got knocked loose there and ended up going on goal. Nice save again by Henry. Keeps an eye on it and is able to smother the rebound. 4:13 to play here in the second. Shot blocked by Carter. Now up onto the stick of, couldn't tell. Fed across now to 96. Shot on goal. Rebound loose. I think that could have been a potential interference there in the center of the ice. Shot on goal. Save. Rebound came loose for a second.
No, he was on the edge.
Yeah, it wasn't in there, no. Nice.
All right, back at it. Face off. Won by Oakville, but quickly turned over. Dumped in, and it was made contact with the Oakville player, so it gets waved off. Around the back of the net. Here we come with some speed. Well-intentioned. Actually manages to get a shot off. Somehow, some way. Not much steam on it. Puck fed across over to Carter. Long range. Is that deflected or did he get it? All right, a little bit of debate there, but we're going to throw Carter up on the screen because it was his shot from the point. Not really sure if it was deflected or if that was a straight to the net.
What a shot. Sweating now, man. That got me worked up. My comfort coat. Oh, no, that's not for the kid. Just put it down.
Look out here from Parkway South. Marches in. Oh! And that was a quick response there for Parkway South. Short-lived tie ball game. It's going to bring us now back to 1-goal lead for Parkway South, 3-2. Rebholz gets muscled off the puck there. Now back. Nice defensive effort there. Dumped in. I missed what happened there as to what the. I think it was an offsides actually.
No way he actually
I don't know. CJ.
That's awesome. Yes.
Shot on goal, but deflects wide back behind the back of the net. Defense with possession, looking for an opportunity, feeds it across.
Boy, CJ. He was so good. Good save. Good save.
Wow. I was just gonna tell her. She can't hear you. She just walked in.
That's accurate. Yes, she is. All right, sorry folks, a little distracted there. I was confirming my son got his first goal, which is pretty exciting. All right, puck back out to the point. Shot fired wide left. Puck loose out to the point. Puck goes up high, up and over Wickman's stick. So now Parkway gets another opportunity to fire on goal, but wide. Back behind the net, here comes Oakville. 3-on-2. Bouncing puck, however. Keeps it. Excellent work there, gets it into the middle. Can't get a shot on goal though. Eiley takes it, fires it across the middle. Just out of reach of Wickman. Wickman gets a puck, feeds it back to the point. Intercepted by the defensive Parkway South. Eiley runs him right off the puck. I believe at last check, Eiley was actually our team leader on penalty minutes. Attempted clearance there, doesn't quite get across the blue line. Puck bouncing in the air now. Wickman takes a couple of swings at it. Eventually gets the puck under control, feeds a pass across the middle, but doesn't need its maker. Makes its way all the way to the far boards, now Parkway South. Dumps it in, picked up by Ben. Ben gets crunched. Looks like that one might be felt in the morning. Dumped forward, back onto Wickman's stick. Might still be a little out of breath from that hit. Eiley dances around with it a little bit, eventually gets knocked away. Fed forward. Oakville, first one's there to pick up the loose puck. Fed to the near boards. Wickman looks gassed. I think he might still be holding his side a little bit from that hit as well. And he's going to make his way off the ice, get some fresh skaters, but that's actually going to be the end of our period. 3-2, Parkway South through 2 periods. All right, third period underway. Puck fed into the middle. It's loose. Found by Henry and covered.
Get in there. Come on, Carter, get in there. Yeah.
So what's up? Come on.
Face off will be to Henry's right. Knocked loose. Carter Byrne loses it in the corner. They march out. Eventually back onto Carter's stick. He throws it up along the boards. Whoa, tough body battle there. Flynn now in.
Come on, CJ.
Pass deflects up, and we will have some icing.
I just heard it. I didn't say a word. Not even technical.
Face off to the Parkway South goaltenders left. Won by Parkway South. Dump back to the defense.
I didn't say a word.
They're able to clear the zone. We now have a 2-on-1. Pass. Misses its mark. Oakville picks up possession. Loses it. Flynn throwing his weight around. Here comes Parkway South back onto offense. Shot from a distance. Beats him. Glove side. That'll take our score now to 4-2. Parkway South. Here they come. Oh, Oakville unfortunately loses a handle at the very end there. Now here comes Parkway South marching out. Down in the corner. Fed forward. Oh, they say no offsides for some reason. Shot on goal, turned aside by Henry. Here it comes. Shot on goal. Oh, hits a pad and goes wide. It's loose. Goalie thought he had it. Nice turn there. Stick forward. Shot. Saved. Goes wide again. Dump the length of the ice. They wave off icing. Believe it or not, we are actually being outshot 25-14. That just kind of goes to show you what's been happening here for Henry standing on his head, but the defensive effort has been great to even keep the shots that low. Puck fed around the back of the net. Oh, nice work there by Henry to hug the net. It goes wide off the post. Length of the ice. Icing. Face off one by Parkway South, back out to the point. Dump down into the corner. Parkway South first one's there, feeds it across the middle, nobody home, so it makes its way all the way out to the point. Parkway South now dumps it back down into the corner. fed up the boards. A little too strong of a touch there from Oakville, so it goes all the way to the defense, and now here they come marching back out of the zone.
Yeah, CJ. Everybody's there. Everybody defense.
Shot on goal from an odd angle. Hits off of Henry's shoulder, drops down loose, but the defense is able to clear. Oakville now back behind their own net. Fed forward. Oh no, intercepted by Parkway South. Shot from the distance, tipped aside by Carter. Gets muscled off, but he comes back to knock the puck loose. Fed up along the boards. It's going to go the distance, but on net. So they play the puck out to the defense. They had plenty of room to set themselves up for the attack here. 3-on-2. Face mask save for Henry. Rebound does come loose, but knocked outside. They hold the zone, dump down into the corner. Carter will be the first one there. Feeds it along the boards. Knocked loose. Here comes Oakville. Feed forward. Rebholz with possession, but didn't have a chance to really get much momentum behind his skates. Leaves it. Now dumped down into the corner on the forecheck. The forwards are going to opt for a line change. Oh, wholesale, whole team, look out. They called the whole team out there. That was a little nerve-wracking, but we're okay. Back to full strength. Puck caught in the net, so we will have a stoppage. 6:46 to play. Score remains 4-2 in favor of Parkway South. Leading on the shot count 27-14. From the point, on goal, deflected actually. Oh, now up and over the top. Oh no! Unfortunate turn of events there. Comes up on top of the net, falls down, bouncing and rolling. Don't think Henry was able to really get an eye on that one, and it slowly trickles over the goal line, taking our score to 5-2. Not much Henry could do about that one. Made the initial save, tossed the puck up into the air off the top of the net and down in front. Oh, look out here. Nice work. Henry able to make the stop on the rolling puck there. Gets us to a stoppage. Got a little chirping going on down on the ice right now. Henry mixing things up, letting go of some of that frustration off that last goal, I'd imagine. Puck down into the corner. Parkway South, first one's there, but he drops to a knee. Now two guys. I believe that might be Hussey, possibly. Puck fed forward, now here they come. Oakville on a rush, 2v2. Shot from a distance, scores! That one snuck in there, but we will take it. Long range shot there. That might have actually been intended to be a dump, but one on goal and puts us 5-3. Shot count still pretty tilted at 30-15. Puck down into the corner. Strong battle. Parkway South emerges with it. Knocked loose. Oh no, good feed there by Parkway. And he goes top shelf. Six to 3 now, Parkway South. One heck of a feed on the pass there, and the shot, top shelf, tough one for Henry. This one goes the distance. We're going to have another break here for Parkway. Dipsy-do, but no luck. The dangle doesn't go his way. Save made by Henry. Now the puck is loose out in front of the net. Long range pass. Here comes Connor Flynn. He's got 2 to beat. Oh no, hits a skate there on the attempt to go through the legs. Parkway feeds it forward. 1v1. Long range shot hits the defender and goes wide. Now back behind the net. Same man. Gets it, tries to feed to the point, intercepted by Simmons. Nice little hip check from Connor Flynn there, but I think he might have actually taken more of the hit than the other guy. Fed around the boards. Parkway wins it, feeds back to the point. A little bit of confusion on the ice right now, but fed down to an open man. Shot high and over the glass. Well, not over the glass, but over the net. Shot on goal, kicked aside by Henry. Fed into the middle, look out here. Backhander saved, kicked aside by Henry again. Now back out to the point. Parkway South back behind the net. Knocked loose by Oakville into the middle. Dangerous play there. It might be time for some fresh skaters here for Oakville. Connor Flynn marches in, feeds a nice little dump back to the point, looking for a shot, gets the shot, saved, and smothered. A little bit of a scuffle in front of the net, as per usual. Face-off won there by Parkway South. They feed it along the boards. Oh, look out here. Carter Byrne gives chase. This guy's quick, able to get a shot. Saved by Henry, up and off the roof. All right, we took some time off the clock because of the rink time. So down to 1:47 to play. Face-off one. Here comes Oakville, fed up to Oliver. Oliver has 1 left to beat. Oh, loses it at the last second. So here comes Parkway South, fed forward, intercepted by Carter Byrne. Carter Byrne throws it forward, but onto the stick of a Parkway South player. Here he comes, marched in round 2, round 3, and eventually knocked loose. That one hits off Carter's skate, now onto the stick of Oliver. Oliver feeds forward to number 10. 10 marches in, looking for a shot opportunity. Opts to toss it to the center, but cleared out by Parkway. Oliver with it in the corner. Eventually gets muscled off. Fed back out to the point. Carter Byrne throws towards the net again. Saved. Rebound loose on a 10 stick. 10 fires a shot off the side of the net. Fed back out to the point. Look out here. Oh no, big break here now for Parkway. A little bit of a dangle there at the end to make its way past Henry. boy, here comes Parkway in again. Huge glove save by Henry. Ten seconds to play. One last minute rush here for Oakville. Oh, puck comes loose. And that'll do it. Final buzzer blows. Final score 7-3. Shots in favor of Parkway, 37-18. As always, thanks for tuning in, joining us for this late evening game or late afternoon game. My hat still off to Henry Papillo in goal today. Handled an onslaught of shots and just a little overwhelming, I would imagine. See you next time.